My name is Jess.
And I'm Kathy.
Welcome back to Smile Spinners, where we believe in the power of your creativity. We love to sew all kinds of things. And in this video, we are going to talk about our favorite makes and why we love them so much.
Oh my gosh, there's no way I can begin to choose my favorite projects.
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm old. I've been sewing since I can't remember when. And Grandma was great. She kept everything.
I know.
So
we're going to go deep in the archives. You guys better get a snack because she's going to keep you here all day long.
Yes, I have so many things that we could show.
Okay, so let's start and show them. Could you maybe show our audience, our wonderful audience, your top 5? Do you think we can show them your top 5 favorite makes? Yeah,
okay.
Let's do that.
So first off, I'm going to start with this. While this may not be one of my top sewing projects, guess who wore this?
I used to wear this.
Jessica used to wear this.
I probably picked out these buttons too because that was my jam back in the day.
And see, the buttons are all different. So of course Jessica would be in my button box, pulling all the buttons off of their cardboards and then doing little scribbles on them. So yes, that one it brings back lots of memories, and why I have so many projects from long ago, because it's like having a snapshot in time of what was happening, what you were doing. There's no way you can part with the things that you've made.
Exactly. There are so many stories woven into the seams of your projects. We found one just the other day that was something that I made for my 9th grade homecoming, and I took it home to my housemate because I felt like she could fit into it. She can. And she was like, how old is this? I'm like, it's almost 20 years old. And she was like, this is so current. She's like, can I wear this out? So she was ready to steal it from me, which Brittany, you can have it.
Well, and that's the thing about sewing, is that you can use great fabrics. You can choose different styles that are timeless. And so that, you can have them for a long time.
You can. Like this skirt. This is something that you made and then I wore because I thought it was awesome. So tell us the story about this.
So this skirt actually was probably the 3rd project that I ever made. And it was in 4-H, so they really dictated that you would start at the beginning. And the first thing I made was this little yellow tea towel where you sewed around the edge. And then the second project was this little apron, and the 3rd one was this wraparound skirt. And I was really proud of that because Grandma really hovered over me when I was doing the little tea towel. But on this one, I really felt like I did a lot myself. And one thing, when I was growing up and sewing, my mom never got in there and did the projects for me. So this was really my work. And I have lots of pictures that still show me in this little green wraparound skirt.
Yeah. Yeah, and how timeless is a wraparound skirt? I remember wearing this in high school. I was obsessed with this. I was also obsessed with just this jacket. Can you talk about this?
All right, so this coat, and I don't know how you'll even begin to get a picture of it. This coat, I made this when I was a junior in high school.
It feels like Little Red Riding Hood to me.
And I was so proud of this coat because I had fur around the hood. At one point I had cuffs that also had fur on them. I did some specialty techniques, bound buttonholes.
This is where we really have to show off your expertise, because these bound buttonholes, knowing that you did these at 16, it still makes me jealous. I still, in my mid-30s, have not achieved anything that is this level. And you match all of the plaid going across, which is just next level. So
this was something I was really proud of. I actually worked really hard to make it so that it was really warm. And when I was in college and used to have to walk around campus in Indiana of Pennsylvania, it kept me nice and warm in the winter. And then
I pulled it out of the archives again. Every single thing that Mom has made has had a second life through me. Oh my gosh, yeah, I used to wear this all the time, and people would ask me, where did you buy that? And I'd be like, my mom made this when she was 16, and people were just gobstruck because they were like, there's no way, and they do those things where they start to like turn your garment inside out, and it just looks so professional that nobody could believe that you made it. But that's like just shows your level of craftsmanship. Craftswomanship.
If you were really someone who's an expert at sewing and you really looked at these pants, technically they're not perfect, but just look at this. I made these for my brother. The fabric is a picture of people at Woodstock. And so like,
when would you have made
cool
these? In like the early 70s?
I don't know. When was Woodstock?
I
don't even know, because that was,
yeah,
I was not very,
And so you probably would have made these at some point in the 70s for your brother.
Yes.
And I just love to look at the fabric, first of all, is just like, kudos to you again. Like, this fabric is incredible. And that you just like centered all of the people. You've got this button fly detail. I mean, listen, if this fabric was still available, people would go bonkers for this.
I could probably auction this online and probably get $1 million for it or so, because it's a collector's item.
Find it on eBay later.
The point is that I started to sew because I could do what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I could be creative.
Yeah, you're not going to buy this in a store.
And so that was what really fueled my desire to sew and to sew well, was because I could make anything that fit what I loved and not what people making it, designers making it, thought I should love. So yeah. These bring back lots of good memories.
The purple people pants.
Then there's some other things like that I'm really proud of. And
you love to make outerwear. These are really important to show.
This vest is probably from 1978. And
that's oddly specific.
Well, I'm thinking because I would have graduated from college.
Yeah.
And so that I'm thinking where I was, we said it was a snapshot in time.
Right. Okay, so you were
so I can think about where I was and what I was doing. And it's one of those things, once again, that if we were to look at this, it's starting to look a little worn.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's something that we could see in the stores today.
Yeah, and you still wear this. I steal it from you from time to time because it's cute. I mean, the color, the quilted vest, this herringbone sort of style. Good job, Mom.
Yes.
Before we move on, I mean, like, look at how cool this is. Guys, somebody get me a pumpkin spice latte. We are ready for fall.
All right. Well,
and
if it goes missing, I know where it's gone to. And then this jacket, this was something else that I made probably when I was in high school, and I'm, a little short jacket. It had, I used to wear a gold turtleneck underneath it, and I had some sort of pants that matched, so that
you had a whole outfit. Of course
I had
you
a
did.
whole outfit, yes. and usually
I would not expect any less.
Usually they mixed and matched all the time too, so that I had more than one.
Clever lady.
Well, yeah, and I didn't even know that that's what it was called.
You started it.
So
you started
all those
the capsule
things,
wardrobe
things
trend.
are all matched. The plaids are all matched.
Yeah, look at this, guys. You can't even. There is a seam here. Okay, there are darts here. You wouldn't know it. That is the level of expertise. So if you haven't taken our foundations class, here's the reason why you should take them, because she is, wow.
I did, though, looking back, realize I made many more things when I was younger. And before someone...
Before I came and colored on all your buttons?
No, took up more of my time and I started sewing for someone else. I hope you've enjoyed seeing some of our favorite makes. I do want to stress that your project, to be in love with it, It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to have a million pieces. It doesn't have to be a super oversized king-size quilt. It can be a very simple project that only took you 10 minutes to make. I'll always love this little skirt because it tells a story. It reminds me of something that happened in the past.
It reminds you of where you started.
I did, and sewing with my mom. She was such a big part of my sewing experience and allowed me to love sewing because she never forced me to sew. She never forced me to tear things out. She just let me go at it. Any type of fabrics I wanted to buy, she let me purchase. So she really fueled my creativity because she allowed me to do my thing.
Yeah. So we hope that you'll be inspired to watch more of our videos to learn about where we started and how you can progress on your sewing journey too. And we hope that you'll share some stories with us below in the comments after you give us a like or a subscribe. And yeah, tell us about your favorite projects. We love to share the sewing joy.